Welcome to another daily dose of encouragement. We hope that today we can offer you a message that will be uplifting and make you think. Sometimes we offer something that might be a little bit more challenging than other times. We all know that there are many struggles that we face, and so we want to be offering these every day. I think we're almost up to episode 130, so there's plenty of material to be looking at on YouTube, on Facebook, on our website. If you need encouragement, go back through those. Chances are you probably haven't caught every one of them, and so definitely take advantage of that. The last one that I had done a couple days ago on Tuesday, I had talked about fixing fractures in fellowship. It's very important to think about the relationships that we have with one another, especially in a time where disagreements abound and there are difficulties and stress and strain in relationships. And so we had used the example of Paul and Barnabas and John Mark in Acts chapter 15. There was a sharp disagreement between them, and then come to find out at the end of Paul's life that he requests for John Mark to be with him. He requested for him to be there with him because obviously there had been some reconciliation in that relationship. So I had given you the challenge a couple days ago to try and fix some example of fellowship that had been fractured between you, maybe and another person. Could have been somebody in your spiritual family, could be somebody in your physical family, could be a friend. I hope that you took advantage of that time that you have been blessed with and granted with. I hope that you have taken advantage of that and that you have tried to fix that relationship. Now, sometimes we aren't always open to fixing something that we don't want to be fixed yet. And then sometimes someone else is not ready for that to be fixed either. But we do want to make the effort. And so I hope that I just wanted to just spend a moment just following up on that and see how you were doing in that regard. I think I made some efforts in that regard myself. I wouldn't say it's fully fixed, but maybe some steps have been taken. So I hope that you've taken some steps as well. But in regards to today's daily dose of encouragement, I wanted you to think about Isaiah chapter 40. Isaiah chapter 40 in verses 28 through 31. It's one of my favorite passages in Isaiah. I ran cross country in college. In fact, my shirt, I didn't plan this actually, but most of our cross country shirts actually have Isaiah 40:31 on them, which has to do with running. So that worked out. So Isaiah 40 verse 28 through 31 says, "Do you not know? Have you not heard? The everlasting God, the Lord, the Creator of the ends of the earth, does not become weary or tired. His understanding is inscrutable. He gives strength to the weary, and to him who lacks might, he increases power. Though youths grow weary and tired, and vigorous young men stumble badly, yet those who wait for the Lord will gain new strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run and not get tired. They will walk and not become weary." Now this is right at the transition in Isaiah's book. Isaiah's 66 chapters. Quite an undertaking to read Isaiah, but there definitely is a transition in chapter 40, even recognized by secular scholars, where he starts moving into and progressing into a message of hope. The first 39 chapters overwhelmingly deal with judgment. And that's not to say that the back half of Isaiah doesn't really deal with judgment. It does. But overwhelmingly, the message is one of encouragement and hope for the future. And what we have here is a contrast between God and men, and not just any people, but particularly young men. I just turned 30 this year. I think I'm still fairly young, although, I'm getting older, as we all are. And I think about the idea of fatigue, and that can happen, of course, physically, that can happen emotionally, that can happen spiritually too. Even young people feel that. And, the past few days I've really been feeling it very acutely. And I had some people ask me last night at Bible study, if I was okay, and I wasn't. And truth be told, I'm not doing fantastic. I'm pretty fatigued, and probably you are too. There's been a lot of stress, there's been a lot of strain, there's been a lot of disagreements, there's been a lot of arguments, there's been decisions maybe that have been made that you don't agree with, fractures in your fellowship with your friends or your family. And so this definitely has been a time of great strain, immense strain. And a great asset that young people have is that they have a seemingly endless amount of energy. But the reality is that even a young person's energy runs out. Even a young person's zeal and passion can get worn down. Even a young person can be bothered by being sort of contained in your house for a long time. Or perhaps not getting your way. Or perhaps people not having the same opinions or judgments that you have. Even young people get tired. And if even young people get tired, how much more those who are older, who don't have this seemingly endless reserve of energy. And yet, in stark contrast to us, all of us, we have God. We have the God who is everlasting, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth. He does not become weary or tired. And because he does not become weary or tired, he can keep pouring into us the energy and the passion that we need. Isaiah 40 verse 31 again, "Yet those who wait for the Lord will gain new strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run and not get tired. They will walk and not become weary." Chances are you're weary right now, and you may be weary for a variety of different reasons. And weariness and fatigue oftentimes make us make bad choices. There's an old saying that says nothing good happens after midnight. That's true. Bad things tend to happen when we are tired. And we make bad choices when we're tired and fatigued. And those bad choices can lead to sin. And so we have to be careful about that. We have to constantly draw from the energy that God possesses, being the everlasting God, and the one who can fill us up and cause our cup to overflow. I hope that this has met you, maybe today in a time where you need it most. And I hope that this encouragement can help you, that God is able to give you what you need to press on. We all have need of endurance, and may the God who endures forever be the one who empowers us and pours into us his Spirit, which is enlivening and quickening, and may we rely upon him. I hope that you find comfort and strength in the arms of Jesus today. And if you have any need, if you have anything that you just need to get off your chest, please reach out to me. You can reach out to my personal page, Eric Parker, or you can reach out on this page and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I love you, we love you, and we hope that God pours into you his Spirit.